This is some footage from the Middle East, and I'm going to play the footage.
What happened is a group of people bent on destruction entered the government of Iraq to spread panic and destabilize the security of Jordan by attacking the heart of Jordan.
Okay, this is real time, but closer.
And is a group of people bent on destruction entered the government of Iraq to spread panic and destabilize the security of Jordan by attacking the heart of Jordan.
Okay. Okay, before we get started, I just want to say that I'm not using any Photoshop. This is what I see through my cell phone on the broadcast news on my TV. And the images that I'm going to describe are sound crazy, but this is what I see, and we're going to look at it. So first, we're just going to look at his eyes. And I also want to point out that this gentleman over here next to him never blinks the whole time through the footage. Everyone else blinks, but he doesn't. So now he has entities in his mouth. This here that goes around his mouth, to me, looks like a frog. You'll see it in the footage where it gets eyes up here, which are already kind of little ones now. But all this green on the side of his face increases. I believe he has frog manifestations here in his beard. There's something here manifested, little white demons with black eyes, round heads. And we're going to look at it. And it looks like he has something in his mouth now before we even get started, so let's go ahead and get some close-ups on that. You can see the little green entity right here in his mouth. Look at his, and you can see here there's things, but there will be more manifestation than that. You see the green on his face. The other thing too is this thing right here, this little thing right here, I believe is a little frog entity. It gets eyes on it. Just up here. Almost looks too like you can really kind of see the frog part over here on this side too. Seems to manifest more. Here you can see the little eyes on it here. And you can almost see a little frog face there, a little frog. change hands. And up here in his mustache, you can see a little more of the eyes on that frog around his mouth. He also has now a little green thing in his mouth right here. He's got one of those little white entities with black eyes, a couple of them there in his mouth. Got entities in his mouth. And this is a good example. The frog with the eyes. Possibly its leg. There's a little face here. Face here. More of one here. You can see the little frog eyes down here in his beard. This is unclean spirits. Short break. Okay. You see a little frog face there. I'm just going down the side of his face. Sometimes it looks like he has a green snake going down the side of his face. You see all those little white entities with black eyes. He's got green stuff in his mouth. It's like a frog in his mouth. There's all the green all over. Okay. Okay, and now I'm going to play it close in slow motion. And you really can't see this just watching TV. You almost have to put your cell phone on it. Look at it through your camera. He's got those needle-like teeth, really sharp looking. Shot of his eyes. He's also got some green up in his eyebrow. And this is a close-up of the green frog in his mouth, which I believe is an unclean spirit. Satanic reptilian. Well, thanks for watching. God bless you. And be safe out there.